Henderson, left side. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
This is just an extremely gifted passer. Halliburton's vision is elite.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Well, we're talking about a guard who's got some bounce. Tyrese Halliburton with the hops.
Henderson. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's DiVincenzo.
Mr. Springy athlete, Dante DiVincenzo's got some hops.
To the wing, right side. From deep. Rebounded by the Nets. Back to Halliburton. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Good work there as it goes. Halliburton's got his second bucket on the night. And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
And so here's Sacramento after the basket by Brooklyn. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Malawach. And that one is hammered home.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, yeah, I was able to talk to Sacramento's head coach. He talked about the importance of trying to control the pace of the game. Coach said, quote, Halliburton and his offense like to play fast and push the ball up the floor. So we want to limit their fast break chances and make them play in the half court. Let's see if they're able to slow them down. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Drives to the hoop. It's rebounded by Sabonis. It's stolen by Halliburton. To the paint. Here's Malawach. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Malawach has got 8.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Henderson. Oh, that's something else, man!
Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Plenty of space. Another one falls for Sacramento.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Here's Wolf. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Henderson. 12 points for him. Down low. Here's Sabonis. 6 to shoot. From about 19. Rebound Brooklyn.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Henderson, following the bucket by the Nets. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Henderson. To the inside. And Sabonis slams it in.
I'll tell you, Domantas Sabonis has got some big-time athleticism. That's a pretty dunk.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Halliburton on the wing. 6 points for him. They get it back. The three is up. Gets the three ball to go. Halliburton's got 9.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
The shot's good.
Yeah, great find right there by Henderson. He is such a gifted facilitator.
Over to the wing. Sends it home from three-point land. He has 7.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Have the space there, but it's offline. The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Brooklyn out in front. Lead.
28.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well. Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Pass to Cornet. Now DeRozan, defended by Thompson. From 17, and the basket by DeRozan.
We are talking one of the most consistent, accomplished mid-range scorers in the NBA. DeRozan, it is effortless.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing tomorrow play. That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Cornet up top. Back to Monk. Inside. DiVincenzo with a steal. Knocked loose. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, "I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality." Back to you, Brian.
He sets the tone. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
Something doesn't have rhythm.
Some changes for Brooklyn.
Let's hear it for all the dancers. Substituting on the court.
On defense, the Nets. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Cornet. It's deflected. They recover it. Here's Henderson. And another miss by Sacramento. Nets leading by 8. All by himself. Here's Cornet. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Yeah, already a pretty cunning defender. Henderson finds chances to swipe the ball and sets the play in motion. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And he gets it to go.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Sends it down right in his face.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of this game. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds. And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Timeout called, Sacramento. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Pass to Clowney. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Here's Demet. It's hauled in by Henderson. Kings trail by 3. The kick out to White. The 3. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. White got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, nice shot by White. So confident from range. B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Oh, hey, how about that?
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Driving in. Dimon. And he bangs it home with 1 hand.
Back to the basics. Unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Well, to me, the size of Sabonis creates problems for the defense. You cannot be careless in how you guard this guy.
And Sabonis drops them both. And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father.
Shots good by Thompson.
At his absolute best, Klay Thompson rise and fire on the catch. Good night defense.
Henderson scanning the floor. It's good from the top of the key. Henderson's got 11 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Sabonis outside. Lets it fly. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And so it's Scoot Henderson making highlights for the Kings. He carried them back into this ball game. It's all tied up to end the quarter. We'll be right back.
42.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great. One as both teams trying to gain an edge. And it's Henderson with the ball for the Kings. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Over to the left wing. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
No, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Got a hand on it. Here's Halliburton. Into the lane. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Henderson outside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And what a night for Scoot Henderson. I mean, he's been torching them. Scoot's physical gifts have been too much to handle.
And I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
Timeout call. Sacramento. The Kings making a switch here. Kings trail by 3. Out to Sabonis. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. And Sabonis slams it in.
Domantas Sabonis has filled out his frame, and if you need some physicality around the rim, this guy is willing to do it.
Oof, good.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Back to Monk. 4 on the clock. And rejected.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." BA, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. The shot, no good. And the Nets with possession here. They're on a 12-4 run. Yep, that one goes.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Back to Monk. Looking to end this cold spell. And that's 2 points on the layup. 10 points for him.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Malawat. Outside, DiVincenzo. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Sacramento calls timeout. Right side, Harden. Rebound, Brooklyn. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
My goodness, how about that explosion? Halliburton takes off.
One of the things you love about Tyrese Halliburton is clutch game.
You need your best players to be fearless in those moments and to play with a verve and a confidence that permeates the entire roster. And you've got to be a shot maker. Tyrese Halliburton is all of those things.
Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Pass to White. Takes it inside. Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
You have to know how to screen and then when to release. Achua, excellent execution.
Oh, Halliburton, send it
and he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
From deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Halliburton's got 13 points in this quarter. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. So both teams making some changes here.
Applause for your Kings.
Kings trail by 13. 36 seconds left in the third. Henderson misses.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Now Halliburton. Count it. Good. Halliburton's got 15 points here in the second half.
Tyrese Halliburton has it cooking, guys. He's created good offensive momentum, and he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Gets the 14-footer to fall.
This guy's such a strong mid-range shooter.
Halliburton penetrating. And the dunk by Halliburton.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up 15.
The Nets, 69.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Dimon. Driving to the basket. Oh, he misses the dunk.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Here's Henderson. DiVincenzo with the steal. Monk with a steal. Henderson outside. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Malawach.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Henderson outside. Clock at 4. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And the dunk by DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan, opportunistic right there, showing he can be a vertical threat.
Kept alive. Tries again. It's hauled in by Henderson.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Outside Monk. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Wolf. Brooklyn leading by 15. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Here's Henderson. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
Pass to Dimon. From the high post. Rebound by Sacramento.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Up top, Henderson. Hits the front of the rim and out. Nets leading by 16. Here he goes. And he jams it home with authority.
just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. The Kings call timeout.
Well, here they come. That was your 9-1-6 crew.
And it's Sacramento's ball. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Beyond the arc. White. Oh, he stayed with it, but he couldn't get it to fall. Brooklyn leading by 18. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, picking all the low-hanging fruit, defenses these days want to concede the mid-range, and they're happy to take it.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the NBA. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
Shoots from 12. Deflected. And they get it back. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And he sinks the second. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Brooklyn leading by 18. It's intercepted. Back come the Kings in transition. No good from 3. From about 19. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Nets lead by 20.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Nets.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And what a huge performance it was for Tyrese Halliburton.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
Pass to Wolf. To the middle. And the basket by Malawach.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight they've done that and then some.
To the inside. White with a steal. And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break. And here's Halliburton. Pass to Wolf. The 3 is up. They get the rebound. Back to Halliburton. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. Malawach. And he slams it in one-handed.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll do it, folks.